Don't look at me, games. Okay, guys. Today we're playing some slendrina X. Is there supposed to be a key or something? Guys, I swear to God, I'm gonna stop recording if I get jump scared. Okay, I'm hiding here for no reason besides the reason that I'm scared. Are you turn on the volume? I don't hear anything, okay?
Neighbor is kind of strange. Its AI really only ever patrols 2 spots, and is generally
don't worry about the
very
video I'm
oblivious to
playing.
you.
That's
When he sees you, if you run away about 5 feet, he will no longer chase you. I mean, I guess he's an old man, but still. And also, what kind of basement is this? We seem to be in some kind of 2-story ancient library with no roof in sight. The game also tends to suffer from having a lot of clutter everywhere. I guess in the lore, the neighbor is some kind of hoarder, as no matter what room I went in, there was guaranteed to be about 20 different objects in it, most of them having collisions on them. So getting around the rooms were kind of a pain. But not only was there clutter in each room, there were also various doors that just straight up made you fall into the void. So that was interesting. Anyways, as you can imagine, the rest of the game is just you completing generic tasks to go to the next level, like collecting keys, following the lights, and even follow the neighbor at one point, which was pretty much impossible since he was no longer oblivious here, and he would sometimes detect you from 5 feet behind him. Eventually, after a little while, the game reveals us that the old guy has kidnapped many hostages, to which we have to rescue them by killing the neighbor with chemicals. Like the last map, this one also seems to suffer from just pointless rooms. I spent a good 5 minutes walking around this map doing nothing, only for me to realize that you just need to click on this campfire next to the spawn to kill the old guy. So again, why make 90% of your map's layout useless if the objective was just right next to you all along? It's also worth noting that we can't just crawl through this window to rescue the hostages. I guess not. So anyways, after clicking on this fire, you kill the old guy. Don't worry, that's normal. And now you should be able to rescue the hostages. Only you can, since the doors are still locked. Now, I assume that maybe somewhere around the map was some kind of key. But no, looping around the map 10 times, I just couldn't find any supposed key. So I'm just gonna have to leave this game here. Again, we can always just go through this unbarricaded window right here, but I guess your character just doesn't feel like it. Looking at Neighbor Survival on the App Store, despite the game being out for over 3 years, it only ever got 3 ratings throughout its whole life, all of which seem to rate it a 5-star for whatever reason. But yeah, the game was all around just kind of terrible. The gameplay was rather tedious, there was clutter just about everywhere, and 90% of the map's layout was basically pointless. So don't play this game if you're actually sane. So the next game we'll be playing is City of Breach Monsters. Can you get the job done and escape the city? In the darkest security city, try to run away from the breach monster and the scary Chica. Enjoy. Okay, so the first thing to point out is, what the heck am I witnessing? Why is there a huge Glamrock Freddy out on the streets trying to kill me? I don't even know what to say in terms of what little lore there is here. You're just put into a city and have to run away from a 50-foot FNAF robot. The pathfinding on the animatronic is extremely terrible, even worse than the clown in the Mystery House game. For some reason, when it sees you, it starts to run in random directions, getting stuck on anything and everything around it. What's even more baffling is that it can somehow kill you up to a mile away. The robot isn't even anywhere near you when it tries to kill you. It just stands still and you somehow die. The objective in this game is also extremely confusing. The goal is, let's solve the mystery. You're given a flashlight and that's it. What does that mean? Where am I supposed to go in this huge city? I assume that maybe the huge bloom effect is where you needed to go, but going closer to it, it's just random lights that lead to nowhere. There's also, of course, hundreds of other bugs in this game too, like being able to walk through the buildings, and the general weird textures splattered on the ground and city. Naturally, with no radar or clear objective, I couldn't find where I needed to go. There's just nothing to do in this game, other than run away from a giant Glamrock Freddy. To add insult to injury, you're also incredibly slow in this game. The reviews on this are kind of what you expect from a game like this, saying things like garbage FNAF game, kinda trashy, and hot garbage. I don't know what else to say about City of Breach Monsters. Even after finishing the game, I still was left baffled at what I just played. It felt like I lost a third of my brain cells during my playthrough. I'm gonna give this game the benefit of the doubt, and that this must have been some kind of weird twisted joke. And also, this game is somehow half a gigabyte big. How? This game is just a downright fever dream. I can't really tell you how confusing this game was unless you play it yourself. Here's some live audio of me playing the game for the first time. What the heck? What are you doing? What? How? Okay, wait, what? Okay, you know what? Just screw this game, my god. And that's the last game I had on the list. Thank you very much for watching this video. I know making too many parts to a series is kind of milking to some extent. But even after those 2 uploads, I still feel like I haven't talked about enough of these crappy pieces of garbage. So yeah, I hope you don't mind a part 3 to this. If you're new to this channel and watch this video first, it isn't vital or lore breaking to not watch part 1 and 2. But if you plan on sticking around, I recommend looking at the other 2 parts I made on this channel. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for staying to the end of this video, and I'll see you sometime in the future. Oh, and also